absolutely won't believe the earth-shattering drama that's exploding in the Chrisean Rock universe right now. Just when we thought we'd seen it all with this girl, things have taken such a dark and twisted turn that it's left everyone completely speechless. We're talking about a story that has everything: betrayal, shocking accusations, and now, a tragic death that has everyone pointing fingers. Let me set the scene for you, because this is the kind of drama that'll have your jaw on the floor. Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend Karon Ronny Doe was tragically shot just days ago. And honey, this is where things get really interesting. At first, everyone was thinking this was just another sad case of random violence. You know how these things sometimes happen. But let me tell you something. The truth that's coming out is absolutely mind-blowing. And it's painting a picture that nobody was ready for. See, Ronny hadn't exactly been keeping quiet lately. He'd been stirring up major drama for Chrisean for months, specifically about something that could destroy her whole world: the paternity of her son with Blueface, little Chrisean Junior. And if there's one person who might have wanted Ronny to disappear forever, well, you can probably guess who that might be. That's right, Chrisean herself. But here's the thing, sweetie. She might have thought she could get away with it all, but with CCTV footage allegedly connecting her to what went down, plus all these suspicious moves she's been making, that ship has definitely sailed.
Today, Chrisean Rock's ex, the one that's been saying that he's the true father of Junior, and people are saying that Chrisean did it. Blueface is in jail, so he ain't do it. And people think Chrisean did it because he's been leaking secrets about Junior. He leaked that Junior is completely blind in both eyes, and Blueface's mom and her sister, Chrisean's sister Chastity, confirmed that the baby is blind in both eyes.
Seeing Junior at 15 months, not moving, not being able to support his own head, I lost my cool, bro.
Now let me break down this absolutely heartbreaking situation for you, because the details will leave you shook. On February 3rd, Karon Ronny Doe's life was cut tragically short at just 24 years old. This went down in Severn, Maryland, and the authorities aren't beating around the bush. They're straight up calling it homicide. The drama first exploded onto social media when local authorities dropped this chilling update that had everyone's phones blowing up. 1,700 block of Sea-Pine Circle reports of fired use caution, as many units are in the area seen not considered safe due to the nature of the call and our limited information at 7:21 p.m. Picture this horrifying scene. Police officers rushed to the location only to find poor Ronny lying there outside a home. They jumped into action, doing everything humanly possible to save him, rushing him to the University of Maryland, Baltimore, Washington Medical Center. But sometimes, even when everyone does everything right, it's just not enough. The injuries were too severe, and Ronny didn't make it. The news hit his family like a tsunami of grief, and the social media posts that followed will absolutely break your heart into a million pieces. His uncle poured out his soul in this devastating message that had everyone in tears. "This feels like a nightmare. I've been up crying all night. I'm not supposed to bury you, nephew. You supposed to bury me, Karon, before Elijah was born. You were the closest I had to a son. I haven't felt like this since I lost my father. I watched you grow up and been there every step of the way. It hurts so bad that your life was taken. But I know you're at peace now. I'm praying for justice so we all can have closure. I love you and will truly miss you. Rip Karon, nephew." And just when you think your heart can't break anymore, one of Ronny's childhood friends posted this emotional tribute that really drives home what a loss this is. "We was supposed to mess law up, bring them bags back, my boy, real childhood friend. You will be missed, my boy, for sure. But hold on to your seats, because this is where the story takes an even darker turn." See, Ronny hadn't just been some quiet ex-boyfriend minding his own business. No. He had been making some serious waves in recent months, and what he was saying could have destroyed someone's whole world. He dropped a bombshell that had everyone's group chats exploding, claiming he was actually the real father of Chrisean and Blueface's son, Chrisean Junior. And let me tell you something, this wasn't just some baseless claim thrown out there for attention. Ronny came with receipts. He had pictures showing how Junior looked just like him, and he wasn't playing around. He demanded Chrisean take a paternity test to settle this once and for all. The drama was getting so intense, you could cut the tension with a knife.
If Junior is not my son, I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that. Right or wrong? Right. Any father on here, any real man, stand-up man that potentially has the privilege of being a father would want to make things right and would want to know if that's his child. Yeah. Around that time, Blue know what's up. Chrisean was back and forth from what? LA to Baltimore. LA to Baltimore. Y'all know that. Every single last one of y'all know that. She told y'all out her own mouth. I'm not here to expose nobody. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all, oh, why is Tasiki and Sean not cool? I'm not going to tell y'all that. I'm not going to tell y'all that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I want to know if Junior is my son or not. I got a family. My last name Cann. It's a possibility that after me, my family name won't go no more. I'm the last Cann. And this could be another Cann.
But guess what? Miss Chrisean wasn't having any of it. She completely shut down his demands, which only made Ronny more determined. So what did he do? He took matters into his own hands and started a GoFundMe to raise $390 for the paternity test. The description he wrote will give you chills. Hello everyone, my name is Karen K, and I am raising funds for the best lawyer to establish paternity for the young and handsome Chrisean Jesus Malone Jr. I will need all of the help I can possibly get, raising funds for the best lawyer to handle my case. The goal is to establish paternity, so little man will have a potential relationship with his biological father. Thank you for supporting my cause, and just remember, it's a privilege to be a parent. God bless and thank you for taking the time to read about my fundraiser. God willing, Chrisean Junior will have answers very soon, as well as myself. The situation got so heated that Ronny actually took things to the next level and confronted Chrisean at the mall. And baby, let me tell you, it did not end well for anyone involved.
Girl right here, Junior right here,
chill
weird
out?
as a bitch. You weird as shit.
Me at the mall.
You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Ain't nobody stalking you. That's my f***ing son. That's my f***ing son. That's my f***ing son. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a f***. Call him. Nobody touch you.
Go to the cops.
Call him.
Go.
Yeah.
Go. I'm calling the cops. That's weird as shit. You gonna shut the door.
You ran behind them. I'm trying to holler at you like a dog. Police ass. You a police ass.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Excuse me, sir.
Police ass.
Excuse me.
Police.
Excuse me.
You
Excuse
a
me.
kid.
Excuse me. I need you out the.
What you talking about? Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay. Okay. Let's go this one. Okay. Let's go this one. I need you out the mall. All right. Let's go this one.
Security had to get involved, but thankfully, Ronny managed to avoid jail time. He later explained his mall meltdown in a video that had everyone talking.
To any of my family that might be watching, no, I'm not locked up. I'm outside. I'm good. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Seeing Junior at 15 months, not moving, not being able to support his own head, I lost my cool, bro.
But wait, because this tea is about to get even hotter. Ronny wasn't just fighting about paternity. He dropped another shocking bomb that had everyone. He claimed that Chrisean Junior was actually blind. Now, at first, everyone thought this was just another attempt to drag Chrisean's name through the mud as a mother. But here's the gag. He was telling the absolute truth. And we know this because Blueface's own mother confirmed it.
He leaked that Junior is completely blind in both eyes, and Blueface's mom and her sister, Chrisean's sister Chastity, confirmed that the baby is blind in both eyes. But he been saying this. He's also been saying a lot of other things that were found to be true, and the one thing he was very adamant on is that that was his baby.
And if you think that's shocking, wait until you hear what Blueface himself had to say about Chrisean's parenting. He took to Twitter with this absolutely devastating revelation. My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take one month off. Now, with all this explosive drama that Ronny was stirring up, fans are starting to connect some seriously disturbing dots. The theories flying around social media will make your skin crawl. One fan spilled this scalding hot tea. She's in Baltimore and that court date was coming soon for paternity. She sold off her chains, I'm guessing, to set him up to be bleeped. Someone need to check his phone records and call her probation officer Evil B. Didn't want the world to know that the vegetable she picked in Henny and substances isn't Blueface. Baby Blueface gone, end up dying in jail. Messing with her, she ruins everything she touched. Another fan didn't hold back, saying, "This really pisses me off. I knew this was going to happen a few months ago because he had bleep for her, remember? And I was rooting for the dude. Chrisean is truly an evil person. I knew she was BC. She stay hollering Jesus every time something comes up. Honey, you are not spiritual for real. You are demonic for this guy's family. My condolences. But hold on to your wigs because this story just keeps getting messier." Just days after Ronny's tragic passing on February 5th, 2025, Chrisean had the absolute audacity to post paternity test results on her son's Instagram. She probably thought this would be the final nail in the coffin of all this drama, but honey, it only made things 1,000 times worse. Fans are absolutely dragging her for being so insensitive, posting this right after someone lost their life. And here's where it gets even juicier. People aren't just mad about the timing, they're questioning if these results are even legitimate. One eagle-eyed skeptic pointed out something very suspicious. "Stop lying, shoddy," the website said once testing is complete, meaning the results with the reference number whose MP posted are fake. It makes sense why shoddy can't log into the DDC website and show us her DNA results. And let's spill some past tea here. This isn't even Chrisean's first rodeo with questionable paternity tests. Back in 2023, during that mess of a show, Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love, they did a DNA test that seemed to prove Blueface was the father. But later he came out claiming another test said something completely different.
Like, kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me hear the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not excluded.
You the father.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass. What? You wanted
sure?
You wanted to be it.
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
Weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Yeah, but they. Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you the father.
The timeline of everything is raising so many red flags, it's like a parade. According to Ronny, he and Chrisean were involved back in January 2023, when she was constantly traveling between Los Angeles and Baltimore. And as if this wasn't already suspicious enough, there's even a tarot reading circulating that seems to confirm all these wild allegations.
Okay, in the case of Chrisean, what the hell is going on? She's definitely not 20 weeks pregnant. Is she pregnant at all? She is pregnant. Okay. Is this the original pregnancy that I read on? It is not. Mezzanine shows up upright.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so she indeed lost the first pregnancy and got pregnant again. The quarantine card is upright. That is a f***ing yes.
Stop it!
Okay.
Ooh, that'll do it.
But she didn't announce that she had an abortion. Am I correct? The puka card is in reverse. It wasn't an abortion. It was a miscarriage. Okay, so when I read it in January 24th, this is what I'm getting. She was pregnant, she lost that child, got pregnant again, which would make sense as to why she wasn't gonna go full term. It wasn't Blueface's baby, right? Then she got pregnant again. Blueface all of a sudden is questioning the paternity of the child because maybe he wasn't f***ing her at that time. Was he? No, he was. He was her that time.
I'm about to catch another flight. I'm about to make her wanna bite. I just wanna have.
He was her around that time, but was she somebody else around that time? That's the question. Yes, she was. As you can see, this is a child here with devil horns. Ain't no telling who baby that is.
Here we go again.
Ain't no telling who baby that is. So she's gonna go full term now and has spun the narrative in her favor, saying that she wants the child simply for clout and money.
But here's the question that's keeping everyone up at night. Did Chrisean really order the hit? The plot thickened even more when Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffel, jumped into the drama with this cryptic Instagram post. "I am at a loss for words and my condolences to his mother and family. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm grateful to God that my son is in jail. Nowhere near any of this. Never put blame on anyone until they are proven guilty because the Lord said not to bear false witness. Instead, pray about everything regardless to what your mind is telling you. God is able, Lord God, please help us all." The fans are reading between these lines like they're studying for finals, with one saying, "Girl, you just made it suspicious without saying it." It seems like Carissa might be trying her hardest to keep her son as far away from this mess as possible. But wait, because there's another shocking twist in this already twisted tale. Ronny wasn't just fighting about paternity. He was about to expose something that could have changed everything, claiming Chrisean was working with the feds.
This is what people don't know. Rock and Tasiki dad name is Sean Malone. He's a politician in Baltimore City. He has a law firm. He's married to a lady named Lisa Malone. This is the alleged people who y'all think is Junior's godparents. The people that y'all think is Junior's godparents is actually Chrisean's stepmother and her biological father. The reason that Chrisean told Blueface that her godfather molested her. Chrisean told Blue that her godfather molested her in an attempt of keeping Blue from talking to this man. Because in actuality, Chrisean is an informant. Chrisean is providing information to, I don't know if it's the FBI, I don't know if it's the DEA. That's the part I'm trying to figure out, because I know it's at a state level, but I'm trying to see if it's at a federal level. I'm not aware if this is at a federal level yet. Chrisean is a state level pig, and this is how I know she's a state level pig. Chrisean has a brother named Eugene. Eugene is sitting in prison somewhere in Maryland, one of these Maryland state prisons, and he got 22 years. He be calling every day trying to get money. That's how I know.
Now, this was entering some seriously dangerous territory for Chrisean, because everyone knows the streets have zero tolerance for anyone working with law enforcement. And let's not forget Chrisean's history with violence. As one fan pointed out with this chilling reminder, this guy, aka Ronny, bleeped someone for her Blueface, stabbed someone for her on camera, she knows who to ask. Another fan noted something that can't just be a coincidence. It's suspicious that she's been in town for 2 days, and he ends up done in it's not a coincidence. As it stands right now, all signs are pointing to Chrisean as suspect number 1 in this tragic situation, but the authorities are keeping their cards close to their chest. They're treating this as a targeted attack, not some random act of violence, and their investigation is ongoing. If Chrisean is involved in any way, she might still have time to cover her tracks, but the clock is definitely ticking. The streets are talking, social media is exploding, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next in this absolutely shocking saga. Did Chrisean really orchestrate this whole thing? And what about that suspiciously timed paternity test? Is it the real deal or just another smokescreen in this increasingly dark story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video that'll have you absolutely shook.